My daily thing. Hey there. Hey there, everybody. So, what am I doing today? I'm just doing my daily, getting points for the, monster quests. So, anywho, a little news around town. I might be going over to an art exhibit while I'm on LOA. It's free, so it's kind of cool at the convention center here in my hometown. I went to it last year for free, got some free artwork that's still yet to be framed, considering it's just a print. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Nothing too exciting, really. should be an exit around here somewhere. You know, the worst thing about having to deal with drama sometimes is when you have people that you've known for a very long time who just cause drama just for the fact that they can. And I don't mean this in such a harmful I am trying not to be a crappy-ass friend, but there are days I just wish I could just pretend I don't know somebody just because of the way they treat other people. I am not lying when I mention that I know people that are, I'm sorry to say, are complete and utter dirtbags. These are people who I don't understand how they can show up to an event and people just treat them like, oh, they've done nothing wrong, when these are people that go to conventions and do nothing but harm. Has anyone ever actually realized that these people are harmful to your community? No. I get, oh, they're harmless. You're overreacting. Oh, really? I'm overreacting. Wonderful. That's just a lovely thing to tell somebody who, yeah, witnessed some kid getting harassed by some stupid guy over 20 years old. Thanks, that's real helpful, you know. But the truth is, these are people who go around conventions going that they think that they won't get away with it. And then when they don't get away with it and they get called out, the person calling them out gets ultimately punished for it. I've never understood this. I have never understood how somebody can go around and do that to somebody and then say, oh, well, they probably had it covered. Right, sure. That's something to tell a 12-year-old. Wonderful thing. Just so you know, that's not exactly how it's supposed to work. You know that? Yeah, after that whole incident, I actually stopped going to conventions because it was just the drama of the fact that these were people who treated me like, oh, I'm supposed to tolerate that kind of behavior. No, I'm not gonna tolerate that behavior. Fuck that. That is like the worst behavior you should ever give somebody. Because you think because and then, of course, you end up with people like, what I had to tolerate, and I'm sorry, I don't tolerate that crap. And if you are part of the Colorado anime community and you see this video, yeah, just so you know, I kind of that, you don't care about minors, you don't really care if a kid gets injured, because you are trying to basically ruin that kid's life by, you know, telling them it's okay to like anime as long as they get told they cannot report anybody for the behavior of another person. Yeah, that's real. That's just craptacular parenting there. But the truth is, I think that when people say comparatively what's worse, the anime community or the furry community, they're both equally the same in most respects in their behavior. I'm really not gonna go and say, hey, that one is better than the other when they both do the exact same thing to each other. Furries are a little more malicious in their intent at times, but they literally don't do the crap that I've seen. Where, well, I think the most interesting and I think damning of the whole thing is when you have a bunch of people that I've known for a couple of years who don't have any concept of what's going on in the fandom, and then when it happens, you get the oh shit moment and that look of, oh my god, that can't be right. And I said, oh yeah, that can be right, and it happens. The other issue that I've been seeing is I'm being asked to go to conventions off and on, but what I have to tell people is I don't really attend these kind of conventions very often because I'm busy. And people forget I live in an area of town that going to a convention is one, out of my way, and two, I'm really not that interested in the drama. I mean, how many people in the freaking anime and furry conventions can talk to me and all I get out of it is a bunch of freaking excuses? Just an FYI, half these excuses don't make a humanly world of sense to me. I'm not even... I'm just not sure. back to Lumps and Lumps. So, what I'm like actually watching at the moment on YouTube is actually the art commentary from the Art Community's Nuclear Aftermath, which is done by a guy by the name of Vincent Skullman. Interesting guy. I'm not really a member of his group, but you know, honestly, I followed the whole thing with Creepshow art, Omnia, and all that. I'm not really big on a lot of it, but I do like Hopeless Peaches. Her content is very interesting, and I know how she feels, honestly. I don't mean to be like totally like, oh my god, I'm gonna kiss. No, I'm not gonna be like that. That is like totally stupid. I'm not gonna be a total kiss ass. That is just wrong. She has a good content creator. There are many great content creators on the platform, and I'm not really part of any communities, so I'm not really gonna say anything mean-spirited or rude. Peaches is a good content creator. She's a good artist. But the thing is, what I don't like is when people start bad-mouthing her for stuff that she does. Like, honestly, her content is not, like, massively bad. Though I would say I would not really, be mean to her about anything, but I would be really concerned if somebody said something that I think is rather rude. Her content is not, let's just say I wouldn't really... I would say that one of my biggest concerns about her content is the fact that some people don't really understand her, and that's kind of sad, because I've been in her position where I have had to I actually had to evict a roommate, and that roommate was absolutely toxic as hell. And even though he was having a mental break and he needed to get out of there, I honestly felt horrible for it. But again, my own mental health needed to be also taken into account. The problem with the community that I come from is that can be used against you. Because unfortunately, there are people that are still mentally in high school. I am not freaking lying. These are people in my own community that still believe they are in high school. They are not adults. They don't believe in being adults. They believe that the problems that they cause for others is literally the fault of the person in general. That is the worst part of it. Yes, that is absolutely what happens in the Colorado, in this community, but again, you're looking at people who treat anime and sci-fi fans like we're a bunch of freak shows anyway, so you're asking somebody who spent 99% of her time going, okay, that's stupid. I'm not gonna do that. But again, the fan base also decides whether or not so once again, I have to sit there and look at anime nerds and say, okay, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to be friends with you, but I have to be friends with you, even though you probably will backstab me at the end of this whole thing, and I'm going to have to sit there and take the answer of why. And then I just sit there going, they don't really care about me, so I'm not going to care about them. Which is a kind of a sad way to go, if you ask me. There you go. So that is my 2 cents on that issue. The other issue I had was in general is when I was focusing a lot of my time with my friends on whether or not, as a anime nerd, I can handle any more drama that is being thrust at me in general and how it affects my mental health. Unfortunately, with my mental health, this calls into question the issue of my former friends. Who are they? Why do they matter? And what did they do to me? Well, one of them is definitely an interesting one. I don't really have much to say on him, other than the fact that he stalked me, got mad that he didn't get invited to a meetup, pretty much, gaslit, treated me like I was supposed to drop everything I do to hang out with him, even though, by technicality, what he was doing was also borderline abuse. He also treated me as if I was his mother. Let me tell you, that one was slightly unusual. Let's see. He fetishized lolicon a little too much. I'm not going to say much more. Lolicon is not my thing. I have friends who are into that. I don't understand it personally. I don't want to, because I am not into that. Holy crap. Wrong place. I went to the wrong spot. But yeah, the whole thing was sort of like, everyone was throwing it as my fault when this person was, by technicality, trying to, by technicality, he actually, was trying to, by technicality, he was absolutely attempting to try to convince me to dump my husband for him when he couldn't even have a place over his head. This is a guy who spent 90% of his time homeless. Can you imagine the problems that could arise if you are trying to, I don't know, have a job, have a 9 to 7, do normal things? Unfortunately, he also expected me to be his BFF. He expected me to dump my husband. He expected all this stuff out of me, and then when he didn't get what he wanted, he started lying, backstabbing, and cheating. FYI, that part was not, I don't know why he thought it was such a wonderful, wonderful idea to tell, the girl he likes, i.e. me, that he found my engagement ring offensive. He found me being with another person offensive. And then he proceeded to talk lies and slander about my husband. And subsequently, those lies got him kicked out of security at an anime convention, which, quite frankly, solidified me not wanting to come back. I never ever told anyone in the Colorado anime community why I didn't want to come back. And my biggest reason was because I was being lied about. My husband was being lied about. And yet, here I am going to an anime convention, and I'm supposed to be nice and friendly to a bunch of people who told me my husband is a bad person. I sincerely wish I could be more candid about that, but of course, everybody at an anime convention that I'm friends with told me that my boyfriend was a bad person. Honestly, I was sort of frustrated that this was a thing, that lying, cheating, and telling a person who loves and cherishes her husband that she doesn't I actually failed to see how an entire fandom can get all upset over the fact that I didn't want to date this individual. I didn't want to be his girlfriend. I did not want to be that. It is a freaking joke to me that I was told all this bullshit, and the fan base to which I'm friends with are all saying, oh, you should be nice to him, he likes you, you shouldn't be mean, you're overreacting, when his behavior literally was problematic. Are you a fucking moron? Problematic behavior such as what this person was doing could actually put a child at risk. A child. The fact that a bunch of anime nerds told me, oh, well, you're overreacting. How am I overreacting when the person that is, subsequently going after minors is coming to a convention and I'm supposed to tolerate it? Fuck you. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. People at... I have always felt like, oh my god, why am I even friends with these people if they're gonna do this? And then I realized, they are gonna do this regardless of how you feel, because the person that they want, that they think they're entitled to, is you. And I told my ex once that I don't ever want to be in a situation where the safety of a person, a minor, or even if I have a child myself, and that child's safety is in question, guess what? Yeah, I'm calling, CPS on myself. I am going to make sure my child's safety is much more of a priority, and especially when the individual in question is a 20-something-year-old P-word, and you will see me going, I'm just not going. I'm going to report it, but I'm also going to make sure that my child's safety is probably not when they're not going to see my kid. My worst fear is a nightmare that I had a while back where I went out to a event and I had a child with me, and it turned out to be my daughter, and the person, i.e. said individual that was drooling over me and shit, was there, and they claimed that my daughter was their biological child. That was a very scary thing in my dream, because my husband and I were sitting there telling the people that this individual had told, no, that is not his daughter. That is my daughter. I don't know where he's getting this whole because I honestly don't know. I literally told one of my friends I don't know where he gets this. I don't know what he's saying or doing, but I know that as it goes, I don't want this person near my kids. The problem in the anime community is we have a pedophilia problem, and that problem stems from the fact there are pedophiles in the group, and all they want to do is they think it's perfectly fine. Do not get me wrong, I literally have sat through one of my friends who is relatively harmless, very nice person, tell me that that kind of behavior is absolutely normal. It is not normal in any sense. I don't understand it. I don't understand how anyone in the Colorado anime community in general can function knowing they have somebody who The issue I have in my own community of anime nerds is just the fact that for years it's always been kind of ignored, and oftentimes when you ignore the problem just gets worse and worse and worse. I just sat through an entire argument with one of my friends about it, and he was one who was accused of it for the longest time, and has zero, like literally zero interest in causing a problem. But the problem he found is people still think, OMG, he must be... Oh, no, he's not. In fact, he thinks that people like this are extremely dumb and misinformed. I mean, I have sat through him making commentary about it on his own channel, about how freaking stupid the entire thing is. And then they go around telling people that he's into that, and I'm like sitting there going, no, he's not. He's not anything you're describing because he can't bring himself to even talk to a girl 90% of the time. And that his girlfriends have told people that kind of shit is one. Unfortunately, that's the problem with many fan-based groups, is they let the lies and slander of another group cloud their judgment. Let me do case in point. I am friends with a guy in one fandom that, let's just say this ended with him actually leaving. A pair of hollowed Remy gaskets. Okay. But yeah, I literally told one of my friends I cannot be around this person. And when I got told, oh, well, I was like, I can't be around this individual. You're acting like I am supposed to be his friend. And I'm not. I am not this person's friend. I've never been this person's friend. And, of course, you get told, yeah, you are. No, I'm not. I'm not friends with this person, because the person you're telling me to be friends with, does stuff that I don't find, really, I couldn't fathom why anyone would want to be friends with somebody who does that, considering that they were people who go to the same convention as me, and yet I am supposed to be a friend to them. I really wish I could say something on my own defense, but again, at that time, I wasn't friends with these people. And being told, yes, you are, I don't understand how I can be friends with somebody if that person is is a pedophile. That is like the world's weirdest thing to me. And I don't understand how I am supposed to be friends with a person who's like this. And when I told somebody I wasn't friends with somebody, I got told that I was overreacting, or I was being, what was the term? Underappreciative of this person's, friendship. By the way, when someone tells you you owe them friendship, you don't. You don't owe them anything. And I literally said that to one of my friends is, crawler silk. Ooh. I think I have that. Okay. But yeah, I literally had to tell one of my friends I have, like, zero patience for this kind of behavior. But unfortunately, with the way my friends worded it to some people, it makes me sound like a bitch. And that really sucks, because it proves that I absolutely do have a very huge sense of, well, I do have a really big sense of, gee, I wonder why I am treated like fucking shit, because the Colorado community treated me like, what I did was wrong, what I did totally sucks, but I'm still being punished for something that I never did incorrectly, and I called it out. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't, that I'm not friends with so-and-so, and I didn't do what so-and-so told me to do, but I did say this to one person. I am not your, if you're gonna go to me and treat me like I have to take care of you and be your friend, and then you turn around and tell me that I'm sorry, but, yeah, I'm not gonna just drop my friends to help you. Because you're just gonna throw me under the bus anyway. Why bother even trying to be a good person when you know they're just gonna throw you under the bus and you're gonna go, oh, well, yeah, that I just get so tired of. People think that being friends with somebody is, it does not give them the right or permission to tell you that you are supposed to treat them like I don't understand how people can treat another human being like that. It is just gets under my skin a lot, because I hold myself in some esteem to who I am. And people get mad at me for telling a person, don't you think it's wrong to treat your friends like that? Don't you think it's wrong to tell your friends that you're going to abandon them because you feel slighted? That's just kind of, rude. I don't understand how somebody can do that to another human being and think that's okay. I mean, I play video games and have seen people treated better. I don't understand how a person like me can, yeah. I don't have an opal. I feel stupid. I don't have opals. I never have any. And that's cheap, considering. Yeah, but the other issue I've had, and it's just the fact that people are so, I don't know. It's just, there's people that I think really should, think before opening their mouths before they hurt their friends. But unfortunately, back when I was friends with a certain individual, he called me out for being, what was the term? Not lenient toward his behavior. And his behavior to me was inappropriate because of how he treats minors, and that doesn't bode well for me. I don't understand it. I don't understand why he gets upset that I am not his, I'm not his go-go. That was the biggest thing, is I told him I wasn't his girlfriend. And that individual turned into such a fucking nightmare that I really didn't want to hang out with him. And bolt. Okay, those two I can. I always thought it was really weird when I would arrive at a convention, and a surefire way I know that he's there, you would see like two of his friends sort of lingering in a corner, like watching like, oh, well, I know you're there, so I know you're... Like, literally, I saw him one day, while riding the bus, and it was so fucking funny. Two of my friends were with me, and we were just sort of talking when he walked up and asked for money. And he took one look at me, and he just sort of bolted. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you any money, but thanks for trying. Farting, I need to make this. I really do. Then the cloth, I go down. I need, like, 4. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I even have that. Yes, I just ended up making stuff for my bird. buckle down and do some... There we go. A bolt of... okay. That's almond. Natron. I know I have natron. Okay. Detective time. Okay, anywho, I have some news for you. DokuCon is coming in November. If you want to see me there, I am going to be there. I'm going to be working the convention. I work for them. It is a great convention. I absolutely love the people that work there. I definitely enjoy the convention staff. It's just a wonderful group of people to work with. So if anyone is interested in knowing about it, I am going to be mentioning that, yes, I'm going to be there. Ooh, I need to actually... Well, how much is my equipment? Oh my god, these are all under-leveled. Holy flipping hell, no wonder I'm having so much trouble. I gotta make myself equipment. Here I go. I'm gonna have to build some equipment for myself. First things first. Sorry, there's no actions. I'm just doing. Army cloth, okay. I'm gonna stop for the day.